Hello. Hello, everybody. I thought, I know it's late. It's like what? Almost 4 o'clock in the morning. But, oh, let me get that. I wanted to go live because I cannot sleep. What are you all doing up? I was surprised you didn't. Hi, Tracy. I thought everybody would be sleeping. What are you doing up? Everybody, I was going to surprise you all. You'd wake up and see me in the morning. I can't sleep. I'm dealing with a messy situation over here. So, I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and do a live. Because I'm dealing with something like really crazy. I don't know what's going on next door, but it's like water, like flooding, like water's coming through the wall. Like I think a pipe burst or something, and they're not home to shut the water off. So like every few minutes, or maybe every 30 minutes or something, I'm having to mop up water. So I don't want to go to sleep and then wake up and it's water all over downstairs. So I have to come down here like every hour. I'm pissed, and I've been contemplating like 3 hours now, 3-4 hours should I do that? Like I'm literally like wringing out towels and throwing them on the floor. I'm so pissed, but I have to do it, and everything's closed this weekend, and so they can't reach the plumbers and stuff. So I'm literally stuck dealing with this. And then one of my friends said, well, why don't you make the best out of it? I mean, you know, you just have a positive attitude about it. And just clear the water, sit there and just visualize you're on the beach or something and do the show. And I'm like, I'm so fucking angry. So I have to wait till we can get a hold of someone. Probably won't be until Monday. So I said, well, fuck it. You know, it's after 3 o'clock in the morning, and I got to keep going up and down the stairs anyway to check on everything and to keep mopping it up because they don't know where it's coming. It's not in here. It's coming from the other house, the condo. So I didn't have a choice. I don't want to like get up in the morning and then like sleep through the whole night and come down and then it's more water. So I know that when you're dealing with water, thank you, Jacretia, for sharing the video. There's also some deeper things. There are spiritual things. There are things that need to begin. There are things that need to end. So I'm just gonna roll with it. Hold on. I guess I better hold. Let me get these out of the washer. I got on green tonight. I don't know. I feel like you can see my green. I'll be back. Hold on. Okay. I did dump some towels. See that what I tried to do. How's that, lasagna? I tried to move the camera some because I know she's saying, and I know I do that a lot of the time. When I sit in front of the camera, it's usually halfway in front of the camera. So I said, let me try to move the thing over and try to see if she can get better shots of me. So I think I'm more centered this time, and you don't see just one half the head or one piece of the hair cut off. Okay, I'm not gonna stay that long. I've been kind of like taking naps throughout the day, so I have a lot of energy. I'm not finished with this reading, but I didn't know when they would fix this problem. And so I didn't want to wait to come till Monday or Tuesday and then have a whole bunch of shit to read. So let me tell you, I have to finish Kobe. Kobe Bryant and his daughter. I have so much going on. I have so many clients to do. My plate is full. I've sent out a lot of hair and skin products. Thank you for everybody for giving me good reviews. I'm glad that you're not mad at me. Once you get it, you love it, the feel, the smell, the color, the texture of it, and what it does to your hair and how it makes your hair feel. So hello, beautiful. Hello, Nipsey. Hi. Nipsey's here. Because I've been tied up with that, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna come. Thank you, Sandra. I'm doing my best, and I'm glad that you all think that, because the more you think that, and then you're willing to try my things. And so many women have tried the acid cream. And James, we got to get together and work on something. I know it's not your fault; it's my fault. They like the 24 karat gold cream, which is the anti-aging cream, and people that can't get in. I don't know why I'm not doing anything. My page is public. Everything is public. I don't know why people have a problem getting in. Somebody just told me they cannot get in. Don't know why. You have to check with Facebook on that. Okay, so I'm not to be doing lives either, and then people be like, well, what the fuck? You know, she doing the live, but where the fuck is my shit? So I let me take a break from doing the lives, and doing a lot of stuff online to get these people's things out. I still have some things I haven't gotten out, because thank you for the hearts. I love the hearts, because people keep ordering them, and I thank you, and people keep requesting the readings. People, do not get mad at me if you sent me an email this week or a week or two. Thank you, beautiful Sandra. I can't wait till you get your stuff. I gave you a surprise. I didn't want to tell you, but I'll go ahead and tell you, Sandra, because you waited, and we went back and forth, and we had some issues. You ordered 1 jar of cream, but I gave you 2. Yes, I did. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you what I do. For women that are not bitches to me and want to argue, and most people are not. When it's taken me a while to get stuff, it was a lady the other day, oh my gosh, wait a minute, I got to check with her, because I'm not sure no, I know Shannon didn't get to meet her. She waited for her stuff, and I felt so bad, because I had forgot I had so many orders, and I went through the text, and I said, oh no, oh shit. I said, do I owe you product? Did you get your product? She said, no. And I said, why didn't you say anything? Thank you, Ellen. She said, oh, I was just waiting because I seen the picture with all the boxes. I thought mine was in it. I said, oh my God. I know I love the skull because it represents the underworld, bitch. AKT Underworld. AKT Celebrity Reads in this bitch. What is that? No. Queen Drip. King Nip. Yes. Peace up, A-Town. Down the dirty South meets LA in this bitch. Yes, cribbing and dripping in this. Oh. Yeah. I forgot I had to get all that out. So I said, I tell you what. So you're in Atlanta, right? She said, yeah. I said, why don't you come get it? If you want to, we can come get it. And I said, what else you'd like to try? And she's like, really? I can try something? I said, yeah, because it's my fault. Because I have so many orders, and now I have help, and they don't know the orders that I have. So I said, I tell you what, and I had contacted her with a young lady that helps me, and that's one of my models. And I said, I'm going to give you her stuff, and I'm going to give you extra thing for her. So I probably shouldn't say that. But anyway, they're not nasty to me. But usually the ones that, because I'm tied up, and you see that, isn't that pretty? You see that blue? I just love that. And when they wait, because I'm making everything by hand from scratch by myself, and they're not nasty about it, they can have their money back. I'm not one of those people that says no refund, especially if I'm wrong, you haven't gotten it, then you need a refund, if that's what you want. And that's what I do. Most people say I don't. I'll wait until you give it to me. So if they wait and they just want it, a lot of times if it's real late, I'm like, what else do you want to try that I have? Whatever, mi casa is su casa. What else do you want from me? What do you want to try? And they're like, really? Yes, really. What do you want? It's on me, because I'm wrong. And so it's like, well, I want a shampoo, I want a butter. Sandra didn't ask me for anything. I just gave it to her, because me and her have gone back and forth. And she was, I tested her. I'll test people. just to see if they're just want to be nasty. And I've had a couple of people that come on my page, and Sandra was one of them that night. But we got it straight. She's like, well, I show, and people were looking at the butters and said, well, I sure won't, oh, I just got mine. And somebody said, well, I sure wish she'll send mine. She late with people shit. I said, well, you know what? How about I give you a refund like right now? Because since you want to clown me and put me on Front Street, I'm going to put you right back on Front Street. Check your PayPal in about like 3 minutes. Check it now. Because you're not going to... Look, I have one body. I only got 2 fucking hands. You can't force me to do something faster than I can do it. I'm doing 3 fucking jobs. At one time, I'm doing readings, celebrity readings for free on the videos. Those take me days to do. A 2-hour video may take me a week to do. Because Nipsey constantly has me researching, and I haven't even finished this one. I just want to give you some of what I have. Because there's so many players here. I haven't even done Eric Holder yet for the trial. I haven't even revisited Cowboy. I have to write Samantha because he wants to speak to Samantha. I'm going to go into some of it tonight. I have a letter, a Valentine's letter Nipsey wrote to Lauren, to Puma Baby Mama. I have them. I'm going to read that to you in a few minutes. And, oh boy. I have been going over revisiting the assassination, and there are more things he's adding into me with the marathon, because it's still some things not setting right with me with that. And then I custom blend, like I've told people, it's not a one-size-fits-all shampoo and buttercream. So if someone says to me, I want a shampoo, I have very coarse hair, so-called nappy hair, and I don't think any hair is nappy. I have dry hair. I have a dandruff and crust and flaking problem. Okay, well that means I have to make the butters differently. The person that has the dandruff problem needs a custom blended problem. Inflammation in the scalp, itching, crusting, flaking. Okay, so that means if I don't have on hand what the spirit tells, because I do readings for those, I have to read people. When I'm speaking to someone and they say that they have an issue, I don't know what it is. I say, send me a picture of your scalp. I ask everybody to send me a picture of scalp and skin. And send me the body part. So people send me titties and stomachs and booty cheeks, which are confidential. Unless they tell me, Alexis, you can do a before and after pic. So I'm looking at body parts. And then once I look at it, the spirit says, well, this from the breast is coming from the gut, or the vein, or the heart. Thank you, Alvin. And they know that. I know you've always heard me say that. Hi, Gloria. And once the spirit says, well, this person needs this, this, and that. If I don't have it on hand, then they have to give me the money so that I can order what they need. Then I have to wait for the supplier because I don't know what their schedule is and what their customer demands are for shipping. And then I have to create it from scratch. It's just like literally when I created the product that was inspired by Nipsey with the blue and gold. Nipsey literally stood there and said, okay, wow, so you make I said, yeah, I make products. He's like, okay, why don't you make a cream and give this to the ladies? I said, that's crazy. They're not gonna like that, Nipsey. And he's like, yes, they will, because they need to be loved and appreciated. He said, especially women of color, because other women around the world are used to being loved and appreciated and having beautiful anti-aging products. He said, give them 24 gold. I said, they're not gonna like that. He said, they're going to love it. And I said, no, that's a lot of money I gotta spend and this, and then they may not like it. And he said, do it. And I said, do what? What do I do? He said, okay, get this and blend this and this and that. I did what he said. You come on, you know, I've never thought of anything like that. I didn't know it existed. It exists. And he said, they're gonna love it. I said, the women of color will not, black women ain't gonna buy that, Nipsey. He said, yes, they will. They just don't know it. Because they haven't been exposed to that type of luxury and that type of love and appreciation and showing them how to take care of themselves. That they are valuable. I said, they're not. Nipsey, we went back and forth. I said, that's a lot of money. You asked me to put 24K gold, cream, and powder shit. I'm not doing. I said, okay, fuck, I'm one jar, that's it. Because it's expensive caviar, it's expensive mink, it's expensive. He said, do it, they'll love it. I said, I can't sell that for $20. He said, the right ones will buy it. He said, they get some nigga to buy. He was right. Okay, you're right. Okay, I did it. I loved it. It made my skin glow, and it smoothed it out because I looked at some of the pictures of me, and even when I was tired, it looks like my face, like you can see the lines, but then I know I got bad lighting in here. I got to fix the lighting, and I was like, I don't want to use special makeup. I don't want to use special lighting, and I looked at it, and I was like, ooh, bitch, okay. All right, thank you. And then when the women saw it, they wanted it. And then when they tried it with the acid cream to peel you down first, to get the old skin off the top and so it'll absorb better, they love it. Everyone that tries it loves it. And I said, wow, you were right. I was scared to trust you. So I have to make all this stuff by hand and by scratch, or from scratch. Most people, I'd say 97% of people don't complain. The men don't complain because men buy the products too. They're for men and women. They're not just for women. They don't complain. The women don't complain. And then they're really not mad at me when they get it. And they're like, this is so pretty. I said, it looks like the picture, doesn't it? I wouldn't trick you. There's no photoshopping. What you see, if I hold it and you see a picture of it, it's what you get. Because I don't want y'all clowning me and says, oh, this bitch, ain't shit. She got this shit, it looks gorgeous, it looks gold on the picture, and then you get this some bullshit. No. It looks just like what you see me use and what's on the photo. There's no trick photography, and it feels incredible. It makes your skin feel incredible. Okay. So, Sandra, let me know when you get it and show everybody what you got. So they can see how pretty. No, you got the butter. You didn't get the 24K. But if you want it, since you've been so kind, I'll give you a discount. Because you've waited so patiently, and we went back and forth like 2 or 3 times. Okay. So, and it wasn't your fault. It was mine because we had to get the price for the shipping and stuff. So, and you've been very patient, and you've been very kind. So you got a second 8-ounce jar in there. I hope you like it. It's for your face, your hair. That buttercream moisturizes the hair and the body. A lot of my products are interchangeable. If you get a hair grow oil, that oil is for the scalp and it relaxes and massages the body. You get a butter for the hair. That hair lubricates and gives a nice sheen to your body, and you can use it for children because there's no water in I don't put water in my shea butter. So there are no chemicals, preservatives, anything. You can get it if you want it. I'm just glad to have a lot of mature, very good women and men. Well, I don't have all the drama. I ain't got time for that. I have too much going on, so I get rid of the drama very quickly. Okay. What do I want to get into? What I was saying with Kobe, there are a lot of players involved with Kobe, and one of the players I saw connected to Kobe was Jay-Z, which I said that they were connected to his property, to Nipsey's property, and Jay-Z had done an interview a couple weeks ago and said that Kobe had been at his house, Christmas or New Year's, and that Kobe looked up to him. So we know that Kobe, we had seen Kobe do the rock, throw the rock up years ago. So we know he's down with the Baphomet. And let me first say, yes, this reading is for entertainment purposes only. I'm doing a spiritual reading. This is what I see about people on the spiritual side of things. So this is all just spiritual. I'm not saying this is true, this is accurate. This is a spiritual reading. For entertainment purposes. Okay. There are also people high up in pharmaceuticals that he was fighting with, and Kobe was supposed to be going to court with these people, and he had already had some legal battles with some of these people with the pharmaceutical companies trying to take the Black Mamba name for supposedly health products that he said had drugs in it that the company that produced it was not telling the public about. They were not disclosing it. And a couple of these people involved went to prison. One of these is a man from India, John Kapoor. And when I looked at him, but he didn't have to do a lot of time, I think it was reduced, I saw a lot of Kali energy, Shiva energy, and also came up with Shiva, Satan energy, and the CERN portal. They're doing a lot more with cloning, and I should have wrote it down. It's a name. It's just like you can make a gun now on a printer. You can literally duplicate and replicate human DNA, create animals just like you're doing on a printer. And that's what Kobe was saying. He's saying it's right now. It's not in the future. This is going on right now. Well, they are cloning humans. He said they're actually humans walking around that are cloned. It's 3D printer, but it's another name. I'll have it when I come back. That they're using for cloning human beings with no soul. They're deliberately cloning human beings with no soul. And when you look at the young people in hip hop, just like the young man, Pop? What was his name? Pop Hot or Hot Pop? What was it? What is the guy, young man name from New York? That's a rapper, just 20 years old, got shot down in LA. And you see, I told you all they were cleaning house. I said there were going to be there were going to be more athletes, rappers, entertainers, people in entertainment that were going to be killed. And I said another was going to be in LA. Pop Smoke, thank you. Very talented young man. And I think he's also a Crip. I don't know what set he's from. I'm not sure if he knows Nipsey. But I saw those two talking the other day. Okay, there was someone holding paper on Pop Smoke. I saw a white man, a contract holding paper on Pop Smoke. And there's a potential hit. I know they're saying, I'm getting chills, I'm cold all of a sudden, that he put his address out with the house he was renting, and that his friend was sitting there with a whole bunch of money. And that's what happened. They popped up, came to the house, burst in, and only shot Pop Smoke, but shot no one else. No, that was a hit. Because he wasn't holding the money. His friend was holding the money. And what I'm seeing, to some of these people, I'm not sure if this is a manager. I feel more like an agent. This is a white man that I saw. You all are going to think that's crazy, and that's fine. This is alleged for entertainment purposes only. Some of these artists are picked up to do music because they're very talented. But then once they pick them up, it's like they are buying them like buying stock, like buying cattle. And the artist doesn't know, but they know they're going to only be, they're saying it was a hit. Thank you, Elsa. They're only going to be used for a certain amount of time, and then they're going to be cashed in. And because they are connected, people don't know, they are connected to the gang members and the people on the street. They will give them a certain amount of money on the low to set up the hit. So it just looked like some nigga shit and some gang shit. And as soon as it happens, the people on top that are holding the contracts cash in the paper, and it actually goes to the stock market. This is one thing he's saying to me. And then he's in hell. He's there arguing right now, and there's a lot of confusion around him and his death because he doesn't understand what happened to him. And there are some people down there with him, or in that dimension with him. He's in front of Anubis, and he's actually in front of Satan. He helped to set up, like some other people were killed associated with him and with the people that he hangs around. So some of them he's run into, they're fighting and arguing as well. Oh, it just got so cold. Damn, it's cold. They're arguing there now. raising hell, and there's a lot of confusion around him and his death with the people he's with in that dimension, because he doesn't understand and he doesn't know where he is and he doesn't know why this happened to him. He was in the middle of some projects and new agreements, that he was working on, and I was still a child, so I don't know if somebody was pregnant or if he has children and his mother is having a fit. I don't know if the mother and father are together, because I see the emotions different, separated the mother and the father. He can't really reach out to them because he's trying to understand, and he is getting his conference. So you can't avoid this. Depending on how you lived over here, that will determine what type of deities and entities you meet once you shed this body and go over to the other side. I want to say something else to you. Do you remember the last reading I did? Not the one with the Pam and, just fucking around for fun. Or I said I was in the astral, and I went to this water. I was in the part of the ocean. It looked like this beautiful bridge that reminded me of the San Francisco Bridge. Long bridge. And it looked like, that's why I believe two things are going on here. Where I said, it looked like I was falling out of the sky, and I was inside of a white woman's body. It was two white women, and I had seen a man drop. And when I hit the water, I'm like, God damn, it's cold as fuck. And when I'm in this white woman's body, for some reason, like, her clothes were down. I don't know how she looked naked to me. And there was another white woman with her, and that woman went down. The current put her all the way down, and I saw cars down there and some old cars down there, and I saw some broke off airplane parts. And I said, oh Lord, it's going to be another airplane crash somewhere, and people are going to be hurt. And then I want to say, when I was saying about the Boeing 757, that series, if you could look at CNN, it was about 4 days ago, 3-4 days ago, CNN reported that some of the airlines have grounded the Boeing 737, and they found particles or debris in the gas tank of the Boeing 737. And someone sent me, which I'm not sure this is the only event that this is coming up in. Just trying to touch on a few things that I've said since I've been gone, and I've watched them and seen these celebrities die, and the athletes die, actresses die, rappers die, and like I said, one would be major in LA and that Pop Smoke. Someone sent me a news article. I think this New York? I think you can Google it. Somewhere near that, somewhere like that. A ferry boat that was carrying a car across the water to the other side. It was two white women in the car. They said it were lovers, but I'm not sure. You can Google this car falls off ferry boat. Okay, like earlier this week. Two white women in there. And the lady that I saw, one of them, the hair looked like it was light colored, maybe 40s. Mid-40s, late 40s, early 50s. Yes, Staten Island Ferry. Okay, you know what I'm telling you. I'm not lying. It's similar to what I saw. White women, two white women. The car fall over. I don't know how the car fall over. They in the water. One, I think they go down. And the other one, I'm not sure if she was still up while the other one went down. Both of them dead. And someone sends it to me. They said, this sounds like what you was talking about. A white lady. I said, yeah, I saw them. I was in her body. I felt it, and they got stuck up under there. And, but I still said, I don't think this is it. This might be one phase, because I saw two things. I saw the car under the water. And I saw the women under there, and one went down before the other one and drowned to death, and then the second one drowned. It was two white women in that car, but I saw broke up airplane parts. So that's why I said, let me keep myself open, Okay, but the Kobe Bryant thing, and there have been men already going to prison behind Kobe filing complaints and lawsuits. Plus, he's saying it's more coming with the computer chips and putting them in the brain, and then the brain mapping. Literally like a sheet dealing the same thing we were talking about Elon Musk. He said these things go together. He said the public doesn't know. With some of the drugs that you use, there are chemicals you don't know about that's in there, and there are actually nano chips that are in there, like the 666, like the mark of the beast. A lot of people are carrying the tracking device and they don't even know it. And then with the genome mapping, people have altered DNA and don't even know they have altered DNA with the pharmaceuticals that they're taking, and a lot of these drinks and the food that they're taking, because it's GMO food, genetically modified or Franken food, and they're not telling you. So that's why you see these people acting crazy. This young whole generation is a dead, it's like a wasted generation. And that's what, when Nipsey saw this Pop Smoke and he was killed, he said a lot of this generation, that group right there, is already dead. There's no hope for them. They're already gone because they're not going to listen to us. We can't tell them nothing. Just like when you listen to them and they're even saying it in the music, they'll shoot you and forget it tomorrow because they own Xan, Perk, and Molly, and alcohol. They are in a lot of pain, and they say they ease their pain that way. They stay high because they don't want to learn to cope and to deal with like a instant phone, or iPhone, me, I. Everything's instant. They don't want to wait. They're not taught to rationalize and reason and study. And as a result of that, when they don't get things what they want right now, and they don't fight with their hands, they want to pick up a gun, they want to get high, and the drugs they're taking for depression, these lot of psychological drugs, they have no emotion, no feeling, no connection to mankind, no connection to humankind. So it doesn't mean anything to them to come up and shoot another person and keep it moving and think nothing about it, because they don't feel. They don't want to feel and to cope with what is going on within them and outside of them and around them. So you listen to their music and you can tell where their mind is. And he said a lot of them, they're going to jail or hell. They've already got them designated for that, and they're making millions off of it. This is what they want. That's why they get certain people to be their artists. Okay, so I'm going to get deeper into that when I come back. I just kind of want to touch on that. Another thing that bothers me is when I looked back at Nipsey's store. The day of the assassination, I drew out. I started drawing it. It was really weird, okay? When I'm inside of the store, first of all, I saw something I didn't see before. He took me over to past the Master Burger, going over the alley. There's another restaurant that he's a partial owner. I think it's called the Fat Burger. He took me in there and he pointed out someone to me that's in the Fat Burger, and I believe they're an employee. They're a manager or an employee that knew what was going on, and some of the killers were in there waiting. Then I saw one walk out of the Master Burger, go around the drive-thru. They was on the drive-thru side, went around a wall. Y'all tell me, is there a wall or a fence or something close to a gas station? Something else? Okay, yeah. You look there. There's he keeps showing me over on the side of the restaurant where a drive-thru is something right there. It's a wall and then a gas station, or wall, fence. You go around it to get to it, and it's some other type of building right there. They were going over to a gas station. So I got to look at the picture to see, was a gas station right on that side over there, a building or something with the Fat Burger. They was there, okay? Some of them were waiting there, setting them up there. Then you come out where the alley at. You don't go to the left like you coming up to the Master Bird, go in the Marathon. You go to the right, go down the street. There's the house down there. They was walking up the street. They was hiding out in the house down there. But I keep seeing the police nearby this shit. Just like when I heard Firebug talking, and he said him and Nipsey was in the restaurant, I heard the police say, stand by, stand by. They was listening to the whole conversation, as well as him being tailed and followed by some of the other gang members that were setting him up and following him. And then, for some reason, I see a woman in the car with Nipsey and Imani. So I think that might be her mama. I wonder was Tanisha with Nipsey. Because I see her. I don't see just a little girl. I see a grown woman. So I'm wondering, was that Tanisha? I think. Because of the way she acted and said she talked to him 30 minutes before he got killed. And that said she was with him. And then she said, oh, let me shut up. When she's on that video talking, and I seen a dog. But I seen more than one dog. Not just the one she had. It was somebody else around this got a dog. Okay. Down the alley, what's it saying? It's apartment. Apartment. Right there. Then you come down to Master Burger. Okay. Come to the Marathon. You go inside of there. Once you get inside of there, behind that register over there, it's a secret corridor that you can go from the Marathon either up there, close to the Master Burger, where don't nobody know. And then you can go on the other side, and you can go around there like a corridor to that T-Mobile and up there to that barber shop. And then I seen the backyard. Okay, what did I say? Hell, Nipsey. And then they held him. That's what I'm saying. They held him in there after they first attacked him in there and moved him through them corridors. And I said that last year, and I still see the same shit when I look at it. The T-Mobile still come into play. I still say what the fuck I said. They was working in there and setting him up in there. And then you can still go around the T-Mobile, and another secret corridor will lead you up to the goddamn barber shop. Okay. Then you get to the barber shop. I'll tell you some other shit I seen. There's an alley right there behind the goddamn barber shop, or a street. It's a fence, a wall right there, and the fence got a tear, a cut in it. Some niggas, I don't know, some bushes in one part of that damn fence. Nigga, I seen him hiding, seen the shit wrestling around, hiding in them goddamn bushes with a gun. Back there, behind the barber shop, go across the alley, it's a fence, it's a house back there them niggas were in. They were in that goddamn house setting Nipsey up. They were in there talking. I seen that the other day. Whoever had something to do with this and setting him up was in a goddamn house behind that barber shop. Go across that alley. It's a goddamn fence right there. Go through that damn fence, climb it, go in a cut in it, go around it. And it's a house, an older house, where they was meeting in there to set Nipsey up. Then I seen, this here is 2-3 women here involved. One of these women that is independently financial successful, got her own money. She was also dealing with managing Nipsey's money and dealing with accounting and managing his store and the money in there. She was fixing them book and stealing Nipsey money with Puma baby mama. She made arrangements for her to get some money. Stealing Nipsey money. Along with Puma baby mama stealing Nipsey money. And then these men, Diddy, and all them that she's dealing with now, Karen, that who it is. Her, she taking money too and made a deal with Lauren. Yeah, Karen did it. And David Gross, they looking out for Puma baby mama. They done gave Tanisha her cut already. That's why she quiet and got showing her new house and her Mercedes and shit. They ain't gonna bother her. But Nipsey didn't know she was stealing money from him. When he started finding out, like I had said to y'all, I seen it before. Started looking through there and looking for paperwork she was stealing from him when he talked to him in his sleep. Let me tell you something. This teacher that worked with her, I know who the teacher is. I just ain't finna get into the name right here. They've done, and this baby mama, they've done a lot of magic on this man. And had this man mind messed up. Yeah, she is janky. Because Cameron says she stole money from him. And had this man mind what he don't know he going or coming. And did sex magic on him. Love rituals and shit on him. Where at first he saw her, she was cloaked. He couldn't see what she was. And she's still trying to do it now. Wearing his clothes, wearing his picture, trying to get the rest of her money. She did this is blood money. I am not, yeah, again, this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not changing or backing down from what the fuck I have said. But I'm saying it's for entertainment purposes. It's a reading. But I said what I said. Oh, I'm so in love with him. I'm mourning. I'm not grieving. If you grieving, it probably you grieving because you ain't got all your checks yet. It ain't you not grieving because you're in love with him. You're in grieving because things have not gone the way you wanted them to go, and you have not gotten your money. And these niggas ain't kept their agreements and shit with you, and this ain't moved as quickly as you thought it would go, and everybody ain't shut the fuck up about this shit, because they shoot motherfuckers out there every day, all day, and it's usually forgot about. But we ain't forgot about Nipsey. So, you upset about that. Very upset, very depressed. Mind is not stable. Now, she's correct about that. She is depressed and down. Mind is not stable. But not because you're in love with this man. Because you want your money and you want this to be wrapped up and go on with your life. I don't even see she spent a lot of time with that baby because she can't really cope with that shit. And really can't look at that child and hold that child and love that child. Other people be helping taking care of that baby because she's going through a lot of emotional and mental anguish and turmoil and guilt. Guilt, not love. Being in love with this man. Guilt. And then I'm seeing she was chasing that man. He had broke up with her for the final time and said, leave me alone. I don't want to be together. She started stalking that goddamn man. Calling that man. And he kept saying, it's over. Leave me alone. Lauren. I don't want to do this no more. And the more he said no, the more she called, and applied pressure on the man. And finally it got to the point he stopped talking. And you know, I didn't want to say nothing about this, and I have not said nothing about this, but the shit keep coming to me for some weird reason. Last year, Nipsey came to me. He said, I know who else had something to do with killing me. And I said, who, baby? He said, Puma baby mom. And I said, what? He said, yeah. And I said, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. And then this shit happened again last week. He said, I know who else had something to do. He said, she had something to do. Not that she didn't pull no trigger. That's not what I'm saying. But she knew about it and wanted it done to this man. Because you know what I also thought was weird? When they said, and I saw in the spirit, the man was shot down by his groin, round his dick, like somebody tried to shoot his dick off and shoot him in the dick. I knew that was one or two things. Either there was a homosexual, and homosexual keep coming up in the reading. There was a homosexual involved in this. Either it was a and I know he was not a homosexual or bisexual. Either it was a homosexual relationship, we know that didn't happen, or it was a homosexual wanting to be with him and angry because maybe he rejected them, or a homosexual assisting in the murder, or then I heard the other day they saying that the Puma baby mama got a homosexual cousin that be with her all the time. Then I said her spiritual teacher got a son that's a closet bisexual and a gang member. Or if it was not a homosexual relationship, it was a vicious female that the dick was so good too, that if he was cutting her off and wasn't giving to her no more, she'd rather see that motherfucker dead with it shot off, because the bullets went low. And I know somebody was trying to shoot him in his dick and damage it, so if he survived, he couldn't fuck nobody. I knew it was something. It was a lot of rage, jealousy, anger, competition, and there was something vicious and sexual with someone that could not possess, manipulate, and control this man because they shot him low. That always bothered me. That always stuck out in my head. Okay? So I went back and I'm starting back to look here and down this alley. And then I saw you go to the red light, you make a right. And if you go down that street, there was another set of apartments down there that somebody was living in. See, this was planned out. This was not something they decided to spur of the moment. Let's follow him and shoot him. There are so many players here, and so many feelings and agendas around this man and what he had and where he came from and what he was now becoming into a full-grown man, a spiritual. We knew he was very intelligent. He was a gangbanger. He was a computer geek. He was handsome, very sensual, and very sexual, and now he was evolving to become very spiritual. That's one reason why he had started looking so thin, because he had gotten on Dr. Sebi's detox and became vegan. And I know because I did that at one time, and when I've seen that happen to people, because you can't live like that forever, just too thin and taking too many nutrients out. And they also knew whoever was around him, if they encouraged him to be that thin, he'd be easier to kill. He was already slender, but that thin, you'd be easier to shoot up and kill. There's no tissue there. So it's like somebody encouraged that, and because he'd be easier to shoot and everything go through. No insulation. You see what I'm saying? No fat tissue. Usually somebody's bigger and they get shot, they can survive better or have a better time. There was nothing there. Okay. When someone starts to do that and they change radically like that, they're starting to evolve. They're starting to be reborn and go up into a spiritual level. He was going somewhere else, and he wanted to meet women that were on a higher vibration. He didn't want to do what he was doing. And this woman, it shows this woman had an obsession with this man. I'm not saying Tanisha didn't either, but it was different. It was like, if I don't have you, no one's going to have you. If you don't do what I want you to do, if you don't be with me, you're not going to be with anybody. This is the energy around this reading, because when I looked at the cards said the same thing, and I was like, get the fuck out of here. He was like running away. I don't know if they were together the weekend, but now looking at this, it makes me doubt it, because she was chasing him. That's what it looks like. He wasn't chasing her. She was chasing him. She was she got with other people from what it looks like in the reading, and she started talking about him, telling lies on him, creating confusion around this man, creating drama around this man, making it look like she was the victim. But in a way, she was not the victim. He was. She was terrorizing this man, literally victimizing him. Maybe I'm interpreting this wrong. And this was dealing with sexual obsession and drug addiction. This woman, I'm going to say for spiritual purposes, I'm just talking. This is for entertainment purposes only. This woman may have an addiction. Not only D-I-C-K-tion, but also a drug addiction. She's two addictions here. Sex and drugs. And wanting to control this man and take his stuff. This is what it looks like. And then plotting for this man's life to come to an end. Allegedly. I don't know why I'm getting that and why I am saying this. But that is what it looked like, and people helped to do it. There were men and women helping to choreograph this, and people celebrating and laughing. People still laughing that were involved in making a lot of money behind this man's death. This is what this was actually showing. So Nipsey knows. I was supposed to read it last week, but I sat on it because I said I want to make sure that I'm hearing the right thing and that he really wants me to read this. And he said, I want you to write her, my son's baby's mother, a Valentine's Day letter. And I said, oh boy, no you don't. Let me sit with this. And he said, I still, because he's been bugging me about his sister ever since I did the reading on her lover. And what he's saying is, he is concerned. He loves Samantha, and he said him and Samantha had some problems. Him and Samantha had some fights and arguments and disagreements, and she didn't want to listen to what he had to say. Sometimes he didn't listen to her. It's like, it's what I gotta say, and that's it. And they would have some pretty heated disagreements, and she was very stubborn. And he, hello, beautiful brother Bobby. He's stubborn, and he felt like, I'm a man. I know more about this world and this life than you do. Listen to what I fucking say. Shut the fuck up. Stay the fuck out of it, Samantha. Samantha wouldn't listen to him, and now Samantha, he's saying, has resentment towards him. So she gonna do her thing. She gonna get out here. She going to drink. She going to party. She gonna be with her lesbian lover that slick, do anything on the sneaky as hell. And you know, it's something about her lesbian lover. I wonder when she was little, was either she dealt with matches or fire? Was she a pyromaniac, or did she deal with a pyromaniac down in the goddamn basement? And was she molested or fucked in the house or the basement by her cousin or some kind of relative? Lord, forgive me for saying this, but I keep saying something about a blue flame, like the flame you see on the heater, like a gas heater. Something about fire and matches. I don't know if somebody, either she was a pyromaniac and she loved to watch setting things on fire, or one of the relatives or children she grew up around like to play with fire and matches. And was she sexual when she was a little girl with any of her relatives? Did anybody rape her or molest her? Because she doesn't want anything to do with men. And I'm seeing that's what it has something to do with. Okay. Now, Samantha, Nipsey's sister, is being rebellious. She's still angry with her brother about something. She resents her brother deeply. And I'm wondering, is it around any man that she used to date that Nipsey did not like and did not approve of, or any of her lifestyle or things she's done or wanted to do? He didn't approve of the shit. So now it's like, kind of, now this is like a fuck you, or this is like, I'm going to do what I want to do. Nipsey, you're not here anymore. You can't tell me what to do. You can't stop me. She has a mixture of feelings for her brother. Was she doing what she doing? Now it's my time to shine. I'm the one getting attention. I'm getting the exposure. You can't keep me out of the limelight anymore. You can't tell me what to do. I'm going to make my own decisions. Now it's all about me. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to be in the limelight. She felt like he was holding her back from something, stopping her, always getting on her, felt like she never made the right decision. It was never a good decision. So now I'm going to do what I want to do, but then at the same time feeling anger and feeling rage because your brother is not physically here and feel like someone took him from you, but then at the same time dealing with survivor's guilt, like how could you leave me? You know, I don't have you. So part of her is like, how could you leave? Like it's his fault. But then another part of her is, how could they take him from me? You know, and why was it him dealing with survivor's guilt? It hurts me so deeply that my brother is not here. And I see Samantha slick getting high. I don't want to say this. And I wonder about Puma baby mama. The son's baby mama. Did she have any influence on this? Because she don't give a fuck about Samantha. She's going to act like she does because she wants to stay close to see what's going on to get that goddamn boy money. That's what it is. So if she could get Samantha distracted and drunk and high, and then Samantha still dealing with pain and resentment from Nipsey and how he would get in her ass a lot of the time. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll say allegedly. Maybe I'm getting the wrong thing. She act like she's Samantha's friend and her buddy, but you're really the devil. Because you want what you want and you're trying to play on her. And if you can play on Black Sam. You can play on the grandmama. You can play on Nipsey mama. But Samantha looks like the easiest one. That's what Nipsey say to me. They're going to run her ass down. And she can't see it. She don't want to see it. And the year baby is still like one day. Because that shit is still raw to all of us. And it's still hard to believe that they did this to this beautiful young king. Prince growing into a king. Samantha is going through it. She really going through it. And then she working with David Gross, and there's something about that shit that is not right. They forcing that shit. I wonder how that's some fucked up shit. You are working with the man that now own or is a major owner of your brother property, and you know your brother didn't goddamn get this motherfucker that damn property. Another devil that in some type of way jammed him, put him in a position, I don't know if there was debts on it or liens or loans that Nipsey and his brother could not pay, but you like a damn slithering ass snake slithered your ass around and got that man to sign that damn contract that put him at a goddamn disadvantage in his own property where he don't own it. Now, it's a possibility his brother may own a piece of it now. I'm not sure, so I don't want to speak on things that I don't know. But I'm going to tell you, this still ties in this shit. I said it the very first reading, and I'm still saying it, and now you all see it had come out. I told y'all it was about real estate and goddamn Asian and fucking China. And you see it was Asian that owned it, and now I'm seeing pictures with him on Asians from years back. That was his friends that he did business with and that was working in there that day. So Samantha, if she don't listen, it's going to be a few years from now, they're going to fuck her over. And then when she see it, it's going to be too late. It ain't going to be nothing she can do about it. And they want to get that little girl, Imani, out of Samantha's hands. Now, I know they let the mama see her, Tanisha. But I don't know if Samantha really spending enough time with that little girl, or is she eased up from spending time with Nipsey's daughter Imani cause I don't know if she got a no candy problem or any other kind of goddamn pill popping or fucking alcohol, but you know that shit can ease up on your motherfucking ass. By the time you gotta have it, everybody know you got it but your motherfucking ass. Nah. Now, goddamn it, chop, Samantha. Now, get to wake your fucking ass up. Now, if what I'm saying is correct, I don't know. That's what your brother's saying. Nipsey is worried about you. Don't let your anger with him or resentment blind you and get your ass fucked up. Because he keep fucking with me about you. Now, first, y'all know, last year he kept fucking with me about Black Sam ass. I done wrote Black Sam more goddamn letters than any fucking body. I don't know if anybody told his ass, but you know he was always Black Sam. Ace of Spades. Black Sam. Tell Black Sam this. Tell Black Sam that. Well, now he's on your ass because he says that you and him had some problems. Because you felt like he was too domineering and overpowering. He didn't want you out there like you out there. So the way you out there now, and they got you feeling good and a celebrity, you being seen and shit. And, oh, speak here and speak there and party here and party there. Hey, hey, hi, ho, give you some coke and some pill. That's where you need to go. See, it's not real. It's not real. Because if he wasn't your brother, they wouldn't even have you in there. They send your goddamn ass up. See, they want that goddamn little girl. They want her out the way. Puma, baby mama, don't want nobody to be no heir but her little boy Crawl. So that why? So that she could get all that goddamn money. That's what, allegedly, she slick. Connive and maneuvering around. Oh, see, they taught her well. Fucky, sucky, kiss and tell. I stuck her dick out on kiss and tell. Play them psychological mind game. Play the sweet innocent role. Do the black magic. Set a nigga up. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a nigga by the toe. If he holler, don't let him go. Let him stick a dick in you and steal his payroll. That what eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That what you do. That what she do. You know, I don't really want to get into rumors, but it's alleged that when Lil Wayne was on that lean real bad, he was around her and Karen Silver. It is rumored that Lil Wayne said that when he had to go to the hospital from drinking lean, baby mama was around. I don't like to repeat rumors, but said that he had the lean tested and he suspects she put antifreeze. Allegedly. Said when he was around Nivea and the other baby mamas, that didn't happen to him when he was drinking the lean. Them too. I'm not saying it. I'm just saying that's the word on the screen. And that's why he didn't marry her and didn't want her around. Because she could have been trying to do that shit to him to get that insurance money and get that shit from him. This is a black widow in training. Then I looked at Puffy. Remember I told y'all that Puffy had some health problem? I seen a video of him today talking about he finna do auditions in Atlanta for making the band. Look, Bash, don't make me laugh. I'm trying to keep a straight face behind this fuck shit, okay? That's, I didn't say it. That's what I heard. I am not saying. I got to read it to see if she tried to do that. You see Puffy with that damn hospital hat on like he finna go into surgery or something. Y'all seen that? I seen it today. Puffy, when I look at his body, Puffy has something going on that's been there a while. I look at Puffy's liver. I look at the kidneys. It looks like I look at the whole digestive system, and I look down low, like where the rectum and where the prostate and shit at. Look like the prostate a little tender or a little inflamed. I don't know if somebody hit that motherfucker. Look, allege. I'm seeing in his body is some things that have been off for a while, a chronic condition. And do you know who else I looked at and saw some of the same genetic cells? Mace. The one that used to be his rapper, Mason Betha. Something's wrong with Puffy. His health. I've been seeing that. Something's off with him. And I'm seeing allegedly take some type of medication. And when I look at Mace, I don't know if you all remember Mace, or if you all don't know, go back and look and see Mace, the rapper Mace. It used to be real big when he had Bad Boy. Okay. Lord forgive me. And this is alleged. And then, Mace became a preacher down here in Atlanta and got a mega church. Mace undercover fucks men. More like trannies. Transgenders. But they are pre-op. They still have a big dick swinging down with a dress on and a wig. Allegedly. Mace secret take medicine too, allegedly. Because when I look at his liver, his kidney, like looking at the circulation of the blood, but see, they maintains that shit. Oh, Olivia, I'm a Sagittarius. When they see, when you're a celebrity like that, they maintains that shit. And I see May struggling. He's a bisexual, but he have to fight that, talk that spirit down. To like to mess with transgender. Pick them up. Met with boys. And what he told me, we got a twin sister. Okay. Puffy over his money in a couple weeks. Yeah, Puffy, he said Puffy had him doing that. When I looked in the spirit, that's what the spirit told me. That Puffy had him initiated fucking men's. Fucking them mans. Them boys. That boy. Love. Out of night, one of them wee niggas. You know what I'm saying? After midnight in the wee hours. That's when them wee niggas come out. So they be with bitches in the day, but at night, your woman be at home, the nigga go out, drive, I gotta go to the store, I gotta get some beer, I gotta get some chip and shit. The nigga be out in the wee hours. Wee, booty. Just like this nigga speaking French and shit. This nigga's out in the wee hours picking up boys. Allegedly, that's what came to me. And then he mentioned Clive Davis and Puffy. So I don't know if they made him do this or, but he's saying the spirit told me Puffy indoctrinated Mace with that hind love. That hind is his kind. Jam you and yours and you jams mines. Like I say, I'm just on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? This is alleged. So you got to look, and I think it came up because he She was dealing with Nipsey. See, Nipsey could have been exposed that shit. That, yeah, Ursha. It's not, yeah. Down here we say Ursh. Yes. Yes. And, he could have been exposed to that call. He said she was still messing around with him. And other people said she was still messing around with him while he messing with folks' hand. And that folk messed with his hand. Sucky, sucky, fucky, fucky. Me so honey, me love you long time in the hind. That's what they say. Allegedly. That's what the spirit say to me. And I said, oh, Lord. Nipsey lucky he didn't fucking get nothing because they... Look, I'm finna read this letter he wrote to her because it's long. Okay. Nipsey Hussle. LL. Valentine's, he called it Valentine's Day Massacre. So we say. He said, use me, use me, use me. Lie to me, abuse me. Hide from me the fact that you stole from me contracts, paperwork, and desperation to come up. You were nervous, feeling like you were running out of time of Valentine's Day, knowing you could never be mine. The joke's on me for all to see. You tried to make a fool of me for all to see, to prove your loyalty to Diddy and the elite. I got your ticket, though. Your unraveling will be shown, will be slow. The same thing you did to me. When they finish with you, they will feast. My son will do well while you rot in your private hell. Pictures of defeat while you fuck different niggas in the sheets. Yeah, you think you destroyed me and stole all my money. You hold my son and cry with fake tears in your eye, but yet I'll expose you as I rise. In the most difficult times, God will always rise. I loved you openly, honestly, and conditionally. I trusted you with all of my secrets. I held your secrets in the strictest confidence. I would never betray you. I knew about a lot of fucked up shit you did, and I helped you get out of debt. I knew about the men you took advantage of and tricked out of money. I helped you with legal problems and paid your bills and kept it to myself. People told me not to fuck with you or trust you, and I did it anyway. I know you stole money from me and set me up. I know that you did black magic on me to control me and take my money, to try to keep me from having sex with other women and force me to marry you. I was warned about you so many times, but I didn't want to see it. I wanted to love you. I wanted you to be the one. I was devastated when I found out you were the treacherous, tricky, sneaky whore everybody said you were. You took my kindness for weakness and played me for a joke, then tried to use my son against me. You helped set me up, and you plotted and schemed with your spiritual teachers to fool the masses and try to trick my spirit to act like you're in love. Lovers of a lifetime for an eternity. You're a snake, a vicious viper of the worst kind, because you appear to be kind, spiritual, and loyal, but you are fake, a joke. We are enemies. You're my enemy in my life. And you helped trap me in a grave to steal my money for eternity and feed off my spirit. You trying to steal my soul and my birthright, my blood rights. I'm not at peace with you. I'm not in love with you. I'm not bonded with you. It was over between us when they took me out of my body, and you know it. The fantasy love that you paint to the world never happened between us. I know that you secretly hate me and you resent me because you couldn't control me. And I caught you in lies and fucking around on me. But you got people to beg me to stop fucking other women. You know I would never trust you further than I could see you. I would never feel for you what I felt when I met you. I will never see you above other women again. fake, trashy, hoe-ass bitch. You got my son out of me so that you could use him as a constant and permanent ATM to drain my money, you sneaky, scheming ass, lying ass bitch. I know you. I see you. And you won't have no peace with every dollar that you and your nigga stole from me. But then again, you was always on the come up, trying to scheme on niggas, fucking and sucking with your fake ass. You miserable inside, depressed and conflicted in your emotions about what you have done. Thief, very fickle and unstable personality. You're not grieving my death and the loss of my life and my family. My life and my business is in shambles and at a high deficit because I let you in and I trusted you and your fake friends that you used to help set me up and screw me while you were screwing some of them. You grieving because you ain't getting all of my money that was promised to you fast enough. Stop trying to fool my family into trusting you. I should have listened to everybody and what they said about you fake Hollywood star pretending to be righteous, spiritual woman of God, but being passed around near and far. Now I'm on the other side. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. And you look the same now as you did the day I met you. Nice, pretty, soft-spoken, and fake, scheming and coming up with a new scam to trick and deceive the public and take their money like you stole mine. A wolf with long, sharp teeth and a petite female body. So what's new, pussycat? Beta sex kitten? Or is it Little Red Riding Hood? What's good? Oh yeah, I saw your new Puma commercial. I was there, by the way, with my grandmother. Hated it, by the way. Then Nipsey started to speak. I don't know what this is. He started to talk another language with his grandma. And the grandmother that was with him, the grandmother's on the other side. Her eyes turned blood red. I've never seen this. And they started to glow. And then this wolf-looking entity passed through the grandmother. And it was it was a big cat. I don't know, it was a cheetah, a puma. They started circulating around the grandmother. And then they started speaking this language. And then they told me the translation was, no good deed goes unpunished. So they were being funny by saying no good deed, which they meant her deeds that she did to him. She makes it look like it's good, and wearing his clothes, they said they will not go unpunished because it's not a good deed. She's tricking everyone. And the grandmother was very angry. They said no good deed goes unpunished. You are using my clothes and personal items for unrighteous deeds and personal gain through theft, and you're tarnishing, and you're trashing my name on the DL. You're bad mouthing my name and trying to separate my mom and family and my precious Imani from all of my money with the dirty, what's that? Because I was just trying to write as he was speaking, so I don't remember everything here. The dirty, low down men. So somebody, is that a man? I said you're in these pictures. You see it in the pictures, and in the pictures with the boys. Oh God, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Oh. Said, I'm sorry, y'all. Separate my mom and family and my precious Imani from all of my money with dirty, low down Diddy clique. Also, Diddy is sick with some chronic shit I can see. He said, I can see it now, and it's not a good combination of what he's saying. Yeah. Oh, that's what he said. He said Diddy takes pics with boys and does rods. I'm sorry. So he takes pictures of young boys and does drugs with these boys. That's what Nipsey's saying. Allegedly. He said he sees it on the other side. He said it's not a good combination. And He said, you hang with very sleazy, conniving, cutthroat, treacherous people that always plot on other people and set them up as a mark. You all see them as suckers to sacrifice to keep them on top. And that's all I was to you, a mark. And once you got what you wanted from me and stole documents from my bank account and took pictures and let people in my house and told people where I was and how to get all my personal and financial info and hid money and set up businesses behind my back with my money, you set me up for the kill. Sacrifice. Your perfect sacrifice. You know I would never trust you to run my goddamn business or speak for me. I cut you off before they killed me. You're not good at business. You were never good at business. All you good at seducing and tricking niggas and setting them up for your fuck buddies to use them and steal their music and everything that they built. Then hide, playing grieving victim, and secretly get your cut off the money and get your next assignment to assassinate another sucker and set them up as the victim. I wonder what type of mom you will be to my son if you raise him 24/7 on your own. I don't. On your own, I don't. It you always need. He said, I know that you don't have my son 24/7. You always need help with him and you get distracted when it comes to him. You always got to be in the limelight, impressing people, keeping up appearances. Fake ass, a bad movie. He said, you're keeping up appearances with your fake ass. It's like you're in a bad movie in your twisted fantasies. You were always living a fairy tale and a nightmare in your con/tract to be rich and famous. In your fake reality, you will do anything with anybody for clout and keep yourself above the masses, the little people. You get people to cover up your secrets and dirty shit you do. You put out fake press releases and get fake PR reps to spin your bullshit reality to make you something you're not. A woman of integrity, honor, and principle. And I'm not ashamed to say I helped you lie. I lived that lie, drank, got high, and fucked different people just like you did. When you were in a relationship with me, Diddy, and you fucked my homeboy, you fucked Diddy and my homeboys, I would never marry you. I hate I met you. I would still be alive if I had never got involved with you and your crew. You encouraged me to sign them deals. I didn't know all of the answers. I looked to you and I trusted and I respected you until I saw the real evil, temper tantrum, greedy, take, all about me, you. And I heard about you and seen the niggas you screwed. That you. Well, happy Valentine's Day, boo. Oh, yeah. I want you to keep your selfish, treacherous, undercover, plotting, jealous ass away from Imani, too. That's his Valentine's letter. That was a little hard to read. That's allegedly what I got from him. I'll see if it's more that he has to say. I'm sure he does. He always, he's always thinking. He's looking at things differently now, seeing from the other side what things really, really look like now that he's outside of the body. So I have to now go back and I have to finish the one with Samantha, because he's very worried about Samantha. He's very troubled. He's afraid Samantha is headed for a really bad crash, a really bad fall. He feel like they are tricking Samantha. They are leading her down the wrong road. Really, April, she wanted to be Faith. That wouldn't be good for her. She's not that good of a actress. I don't think she could play her. But he has so much regret. You know, so much pain in his heart because he wants to be over here. He can still I can feel them so cold. He wants to be here. He's here. He's not dead. He's just physically dead. But he can still see, hear, feel us, understand, understand a lot of things because he sees them coming when we don't. Just like he tells me things that are coming. And to see people the way that they really are. He doesn't like this. And I held it so long because I was supposed to read it on Valentine's Day. And I said, I'm going to wait to see if you change your mind. So Valentine's Day it came, and I didn't write it, and then it passed. I didn't write it. I didn't write this till like 2 days ago. And I said, do you still want me to say this? And so I didn't know everything was going to be said. I just started writing, and as I'm writing, it's coming. And I finished probably about 5 o'clock in the morning, and I said, okay, I'm going to lay down. I wrote, and I thought it was going to be 1 or 2 pages, and it ended up being 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then 6. I said, do you want to take a break? And so we just, like, as you say, it's long, 6 pages. And I didn't even write, big writing. As you can see, I wrote like little. And it still ended up just going. And, he's a talker. He has a lot to say. And I let him talk. And I said, oh my God, you want me to read this? He said, yes, because that's what I saw. He said, and now I'm on this side. I can see everything. I can see, like that song, I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. And he said, I so regret this. And if I could do this over, I would do this over so maybe I could be there. I could still physically be there and I can have my life. Hey, Granda. And it's just, it's sad when I have to listen to people that have lost their physical body and they still wanted their life and they wanted their body. And something happened to their body and the physical body was killed. And then they can still see, they can hear, but they see even more of the mistakes they made and the wrong people that they trusted and the wrong people that they dealt with. Well, I think I'm probably going to wrap it up now. And I'm going to come back in a couple days. Like I said, I got to straighten this water situation out. It didn't really do bad. I was thinking I wasn't going to be able to get through the show, but I got through it, thankfully. I'm glad you all were here. I'll try. Well, I'm going to finish writing some more. But I wanted, in case you all can see a house behind, not way, way away. New moon energy. Thank you, April, for telling me that new moon. Because I can feel the spirit so strong in here. So, oh my God, I think this is one of Nipsey's relatives because she has a wolf with her. And the big cat. It's a spotted cat like a cheetah. It's a puma and it's a black one. It's a Black Panther. It's a girl. She's walking over here. Hi, I haven't seen you in a while. They're here. Yeah, they're all over the earth right now. A lot of the ancestors and the Neteru, which would be the Egyptian gods, the Anunnaki, they're here. And they're walking over. They're going to, a lot of people that are spiritually connected should keep a clear glass of water by your bed. Do your incense like your, not just the sage, but your frankincense and myrrh, your dragon's blood. And do the housekeeping right now. Do the spiritual cleaning. We're moving into spring soon. And have your candle set up on your altar and get rid of negative people, negative things, because I see people are leaving my life that are negative, that I didn't always think were negative. Spirits revealing to me they're no good. And you're going to have more clear dreams and more interactions with those spirits. Your genetic spirits, as well as your spirit guides and angels, whichever ones that you're open to, and the ones that are part of your DNA, they will come to you, especially when the moon is out. If you can have the window open up by your bed or something, you can lay down and you can look at it and get the energy from it and have your crystals charged by the moon, where nobody can touch them, but you can sit them out and let them be charged, or bury them in the ground on a full moon. Let the energy come down and charge them, because something special is happening right now. And the ones that are meant to hear will hear and to see, and the ones that not will be eliminated, because I sense that a lot of catastrophe is happening this year. A lot of famine, war, things coming with food and wheat and gas and resources, and the stock market problem. So we have to prepare now, as well as we know we're also dealing with the biological warfare with the diseases. Everybody's not going to make it, and it's not meant to be. It's like a cleansing that is happening, and it's meant to be, because it's being allowed. Okay, they want to tell me something, because a lot of them are here, and she's got the wolf in her hand to sacrifice. The wolf is dead. She's holding it by the head, the back of the head. Something's happening. She's getting ready to. We'll just have to watch and look out. Now I'm telling you, this lady is smaller than me. She's holding a wolf, a full-grown wolf, by the head. So there's, in the higher realms, something is going on. The house, if you can see it, let me know. And take a picture of the house that I'm seeing in the alley behind the barbershop across the fence. Across the alley there's a fence, and then behind it, I don't know, some bushes, old bushes. I seen a guy standing back there with a gun. He was hiding with it. Well, they set Nipsey up, and they were in this house. It was like an old house. And this is where they were planning it, and it also showed he did not know they were going to kill him. They were supposed to be meeting him and punishing him. It's like he didn't. It was spur of the moment. They want to talk to him. They were supposed to check him about violations, and it's even coming up about that video. Checking in or paying, or wasn't supposed to be in that area. Some of this stuff is also about that. You're too big. You're doing your own thing. They want to extort him, just like I said in Cowboy 1 and 2. And wanted more money from him, wanted more of the action going on inside of that store. They up there goddamn selling pussy out their store. They got them doing credit card fraud, bank fraud out there goddamn store. setting motherfuckers up in that goddamn store, beating people ass in, about, and around that goddamn store. I'm even seeing some more dead people around there. I see someone else was set up and killed in that alley. I'm seeing someone was set up and killed on the other side in the other alley at the Master Burger, and like you're going into the Fat Burger. I'm seeing someone out in the street and across the street. There's a fucking shootout. I'm seeing this Wild Wild West of this motherfucker. Like on a regular goddamn basis. And then it makes me really wonder, because one of the OGs, Big U, said that the Puma baby mama is his niece. How that, see that right there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, had me thinking. Y'all talked before this shit, they did this? That's, so she knew about this, because that's your niece. But what she know that he didn't? Because you said it's your niece, then that means that y'all like family. He said it in a video on YouTube. That's a couple days ago. Was it like on Cab Rowe's page? Cab Rowe, Cab Mac. You can see it. He says it. He said, "That's my niece." I said, "Oh, I didn't know that you knew each other." So y'all close like that. Your relatives, or you see her as a relative. So maybe you know something he didn't, or that we don't. So that means when this happened, or was getting ready to happen, she possibly knew about it. She possibly was maybe there or nearby. She knew this was going to go down that day. It's possible because she was stalking him. She was pursuing him and trying to have a relationship that he no longer wanted to have, because they had break up the makeup 13, 14 times. So she felt, well, this is regular for us. We broke up before and got back together 13, 14, 15 times. We'll do it again. This time he said, no, I'm done. It's over this time. This is not going to happen. And she would not accept that and became very vicious, very unstable. Wasn't hearing it. And then formed alliances with some of his enemies. That is what I am seeing, allegedly. And it's just because there are women in this, and there are women killers in this, and there are women profiting, making a lot of money, and she's not the only one. One that manages books, that's real good at managing and handling money, that was handling his money in that store, and that was managing his affairs, is also involved in this and gave Puma baby mama, they made a deal and she gave us some money. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you, even though I'm saying allegedly, I am telling you what I am seeing. I have said this before. I just did not use the name, and I looked at it. And I'm saying again, she was paid. And she's still getting paid. And he feels, this is, you used me. You set me up. And you took advantage of me. And this is what they sent you to do to me. From the very beginning. This is what they said. That's what he said. But people say that, I'm crazy. I just said shit. Until it happens. Thank you, everybody, for the donations and the love that you show me. Oh, let me mention, I have Cash App now. So many people do not like PayPal, will not deal with PayPal. So I surprised you. I went ahead and got it, and I figured out how to use it. So it's Alexis Tyler. That's with the Cash App, or you'll say Alexis K Tyler. But it's the same Gmail. ALEXYSSKTYLORVP@gmail.com. So if you want to send donations to me or get a reading or product, you can do the Cash App now. Because all these people love the Cash App. It's quicker, it's easier than PayPal. You don't have to go through a lot of bullshit and drama, hang-ups and call and all that. Okay, so now I have both options for you. Oh, don't get upset or think that I don't want to read you. If you contacted me a week ago, 2 weeks ago, or yesterday, or earlier this week, I'm very busy. I'll get to you. But please, and the people have been doing it, so thank you. Now when they send an email to ask for a reading, they will send, hi, this is my name, this is my picture, this is my question. That's what I like. Because I choose my readings. So send your name with your face pic and anybody you want to ask about. A husband, a wife, a baby daddy, a dog. It don't matter. Send it. Send a picture of the puppy. Let me see he. And I'll decide, can I do it? And I'll respond back. But I can't respond to everybody right now because I still got products to fill. I got orders to make and fill that I haven't made. I've run out of stuff again. So you all have got to just be patient. I'm not like everybody else that does readings. They read anybody and they'll do it right then to get on the phone. If you're wanting that, go somewhere else because I'm so busy and I like to be thorough. I like to look at a reading. I like to hold it. I still have some I owe people that I have to get to. One of them is a murder. So those are going to take my time because you know I love those. So that might take me a few days to get to because I have to look thoroughly over it, and because it's usually a parent that will come to me and say, what happened to my son? What happened to my daughter? And I love to do those. Those are easy to do. One time I had a friend, a male friend, I would stay at his house. He had a chow dog, a really pretty chow dog, and he didn't, because you know they get periods and stuff like we do. And he did not want her to get fucked. He'd keep her in the garage. He'd lock her in there unless he was at home. He had a leash on her and everything. And he's like, she'll run away. She doesn't have experience. She's a baby. She's never been around any dogs. I don't want any dog having sex with her. I want my dog to stay a virgin. I want my dog to stay pure. So he's like, I can't let her outside without a leash on because she'll run away. So I waited. He left me with her. I said, hey, baby. And she goes, ah. And she runs to me and licks me. I say, Pumpkin, hey, baby. So I said, I tell you what, I know you're tired of your daddy locking you in the house. You want to go out and play? And she's looking at me like, I said, I tell you what, don't tell him. I'm going to let you go out and use the bathroom without your leash. And I know that you understand what I'm saying, and I know that you're gonna come back, because you know we're both gonna get in trouble if you run away, and I ain't gonna go out there with that leash. I'm gonna let you go out by yourself. So I'm squatting down, and we're eye to eye, and I put my nose to her nose. I said, don't tell your daddy, I'm gonna let you have some fun when he's away. And you come back, I'm gonna give you some snacks. That dog look at me. I said, okay, I'm going to pop the goddamn lock. Now, don't make no fool out of me now, because you know I ain't going to be able to live this down, because you are his favorite dog. So I hit the goddamn remote control, lift it up, not all the way, maybe middle. That dog took off running. She came back within like 15 minutes. I said, that's a good girl. That's a good girl. Come here, Pookie. That's a good girl. And I said, you understood what I said? And just to test it, I did it about 5 times. She came back to me. She understood. And then she comes back. He didn't even know. He said, so did you walk her today? I said, yes. I walked her, and she had a good time. So I knew nobody messed with her because she was in and out too quick. That's why I knew I had a connection with the pets. That dog, she liked me. And she understood. I said, okay, Daddy's gone. Go have some fun. I'll see. Come back in 15 minutes. That dog would come back within 15 minutes. I would, talk to different animals, and they would do shit. Except that when I had the kick in his goddamn mouth, talking about he was gonna whoop my ass. But down the battery done went out, so I got to go. Anyway, my email is ALEXYSSKTYLORVP@gmail.com. You want a private reading, you want a product. I'll try to come back soon as I get all this taken care of. I love y'all. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for watching AKT Celebrity Reads. Bye. Thank y'all.